So we need to discuss what I shared this morning. I'm still trying to process it, and I have spoken to a few people that don't think this is interesting at all, or feel like they want to get into it or give Candice any kind of views or attention. And I understand that. I am not for Candice at all. I I don't agree with a lot of what she is saying. I don't agree what she is advertising or putting out there. However, if you are in the position of power, I think I would like to know this kind of a personal issue. Why? Because it is becoming more and more, what do you say, more and more like put out there in our society, this particular issue. And if you are in the position of power or near anyone with the position of power, you are an influence in that particular issue. Let's say that eventually the Frenchmen will notice that laws and regulations is starting to fall more positively towards the issue that Candice is speaking about. And they don't know where it comes from because the people of France hasn't, like, they're neither for or against, but it's something is starting to happen that they can't, where it does it come from. And I would obviously believe that it comes from someone that has the personal experience of it, because that is just how people work. We have a personal thing connected to something, and we try to influence in some way, good or bad, in that issue. And if you're an ordinary person walking around the streets of Paris, I don't care. If you are in that kind of position of power, however, I might be interested. That is just what I like to say about this issue. I'm not agreeing with Candice. I haven't followed her before. I have started to follow her, not because I'm agreeing with anything she says. She's very religious. I'm not. Christian, and she has very strong opinions about abortion. I don't have that. Like, none of it is, and I'm probably going to unfollow her eventually because I have a tendency to get bored after a while. And I also think that it should be more normal to listen to people and not share their opinion or not believing everything they say. I'm quite good at it after all these years to kind of watch and listen to people and not believing a word they say, not taking in their ideology or religious belief. Or I have noticed that people think that just because I'm sitting there, I'm listening to what they are saying, that I actually believe them. That is not true. Not when it comes to me. Maybe other people do. I don't know. I will not do that. I I create my own opinion. But to create your own opinion, you also need to listen to people that you do not agree with. You can't push your own boundaries if you only listen to people that is in your line of belief system. And this year we are going to have a fight between ideologies. And no one is going to back down. No one is going to win because it's an ideology. And I think we're seeing this already very, like, publicly, very open, that people are quite feisty. It's like we're starting a war, but I don't know. Is it worth it? You're not going to win, but you're not going to lose, so maybe it is. I don't know. That is why I think the Candice thing is important. I'm going to watch whatever she's putting out on her website, what she is. Because do I think that the president of France did a mistake? Might have. Sending a letter to Candice Owen, of all people. If he kept it within France, then he might have the like control over the narrative. But now I think Candice has it. So that is interesting, obviously. She is not easy. She is very fixed in her ways and in her opinion. She's not always right, but no one is. Uh, like, speak about anybody that isn't eventually debunked or proven wrong. So, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that I found it interesting. And maybe the issue in itself isn't interesting. I don't think so. I've met lovely people that have that personal experience. I don't care. But if you are in the position of power, then that shifts things, at least for me.